Buying your first motorcycle is exciting. Freedom, the open road, the thrill of leaning through corners. But here's the hard truth. Not every beginner bike is what it's cracked up to be. Some are overhyped. They look cool, sell well, and everyone says, start here. But when you actually ride them, you realize they might not be the perfect launch pad for a new rider. Today, we're breaking down the most overhyped beginner motorcycles, the ones you've been told are great, but may leave you frustrated, exhausted, or overwhelmed. And don't worry, we've got better options for each, so you can start your riding journey the right way. Let's start with a cruiser that seems perfect, but isn't. Number 5. Harley-Davidson Iron 883. The Harley-Davidson Iron 883 is a machine that demands attention. With its stripped-down, minimalist design, deep V-twin rumble, and unmistakable Harley stance, it looks like the perfect first cruiser. Everyone from passing pedestrians to fellow riders will give you a nod. Nice bike. That's exactly why it's overhyped. The truth for new riders hits fast. This isn't a small, forgiving starter bike. It's heavy, really heavy, and the low-slung seat, while iconic, can leave your feet dangling uncomfortably at traffic lights. Torque delivery is lively, and at low speeds, unpredictable. One twist too much, and you're fighting the bike instead of flowing with it. Every turn in tight city streets, every slow-speed maneuver, every U-turn becomes a test of patience and balance. Even on open roads, the Iron 883's weight, combined with its rear-set foot pegs and low ergonomics, can tire your legs and core far quicker than you'd expect. And let's not forget the suspension. It's tuned more for style than comfort, so bumps, potholes, and uneven pavement transfer directly through your spine. What seems effortless in photos and videos quickly becomes a full-body workout in real life. So here's the smarter, more beginner-friendly way to capture that cruiser vibe without the intimidation: the Honda Rebel 500. The Honda Rebel 500 delivers all the cruiser style you crave, but with none of the intimidation factor. Its lower seat height gives new riders the confidence to plant both feet firmly at stops, instantly reducing anxiety in traffic. The upright ergonomics keep your back, shoulders, and wrists relaxed, so city commutes and weekend rides are smooth and comfortable. Power delivery is linear and predictable. You don't have to guess at how the bike will respond. Lightweight and nimble handling make slow-speed maneuvers intuitive, letting you focus on learning instead of fighting the machine. You still get the rumble, the attitude, and the unmistakable cruiser look, but now it's paired with confidence and ease. It's a bike that lets beginners feel like they've earned it without risking embarrassment, fatigue, or frustration on day one. And it's not just cruisers that get too much praise. Some sport bikes marketed for beginners can be equally misleading. And if you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button. It keeps the engines running. Number 4. Kawasaki Ninja 400. The Kawasaki Ninja 400 is everywhere. Sleek, fast, and undeniably sporty. People rave about it as the ideal beginner sport bike because it's lighter than a 600cc Supersport and the engine feels manageable. That's exactly why it's overhyped. For new riders, that 399 cubic centimeter parallel twin packs more punch than you'd expect. The low clip-ons and aggressive geometry force you into a forward-leaning stance, which can feel unnatural over long rides. Cornering and throttle control demand attention every second, leaving little room for mistakes. Even in light traffic, a slight misjudgment can rattle confidence and make beginners second-guess themselves. So, while it looks approachable and promises fun, the Ninja 400 can intimidate the rider it's supposed to help. It's a bike that excites you more than it teaches you control. So here's a smarter, beginner-friendly approach. The Honda CBR 500R or the KTM RC390. The Honda CBR 500R is built for learning and confidence. Its engine delivers smooth, linear power, which means there are no sudden bursts that can catch a new rider off guard. The upright seating position reduces strain on the wrists, shoulders, and neck, making city traffic and weekend rides far more comfortable. Suspension is tuned for balance rather than extreme performance, absorbing bumps and keeping you stable. This bike lets beginners focus on riding techniques, cornering, and throttle control, without the constant worry of overreaching their limits. The KTM RC390, on the other hand, is all about lightweight agility. It's compact, nimble, and extremely responsive, allowing beginners to maneuver through traffic and tight corners with confidence. The lower weight reduces the intimidation factor at stops, and the playful handling encourages skill building while still delivering a sporty, exciting ride. Both bikes give you the thrill of a sport bike experience, but in a package that's designed to teach you control and build confidence instead of overwhelming you. The Ninja 400 might thrill new riders with its sporty appeal, but the second cruiser on our list shows how style can sometimes overshadow practicality, and that's where Overhype really hits. And hey, before we move ahead with number 3, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss what's coming next here on Iron Spirit. Number 3. Yamaha Bolt. Yamaha's Bolt, the quintessential bobber. Minimalist, low, and undeniably cool, it looks like the perfect first cruiser. Roll up to any cafe or gas station, and heads turn. It screams confidence without saying a word. That's exactly why it's overhyped. Because beneath the style and attitude, the Bolt can be a challenge for new riders. Its heavy chassis and long wheelbase make maneuvering at low speeds feel like a workout. Every twist of the throttle sends the raw torque of the V-twin straight to your wrists, leaving little room for mistakes. Tight city corners, every U-turn, parking lot maneuvers. Suddenly, your focus is split between balancing the weight and controlling the engine instead of enjoying the ride. Even though the seat feels relaxed, the forward-mounted pegs and low bars force awkward leverage, making your arms and shoulders work harder than you expected. The bike rewards strength and experience, not beginner curiosity. After a few blocks, it becomes obvious. Style and rumble aren't enough to make a cruiser beginner-friendly. So here's a smarter alternative, the Kawasaki Vulcan S. It delivers that same cruiser aesthetic and torque-rich character, but without punishing new riders. The 649 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine, borrowed from the Ninja 650, offers smooth, predictable power instead of sudden bursts. It's quick when you want it to be, calm when you don't. Where the Bolt feels heavy and resistant at low speeds, the Vulcan S feels balanced and cooperative. Its ErgoFit system lets you adjust the handlebars, seat, and foot pegs to match your height and reach, a rare feature that transforms confidence for shorter or newer riders. The mid-mounted pegs and upright bars put you in control instead of stretched out and strained, making stop-and-go traffic, parking, and slow maneuvers much less intimidating. It's lighter, more forgiving, and far easier to grow with. You still get the look, the rumble, and the attitude, but now paired with comfort, adjustability, and genuine approachability. It's not just a beginner cruiser, it's the one that helps you stay in love with riding long after you've moved past the beginner phase. The Vulcan S proves that cruisers don't have to be intimidating to feel powerful, and that comfort and control are just as rewarding as looks and sound. But not every beginner-friendly motorcycle lives up to its reputation, as the next bike on this list shows. Number 2. Yamaha MT-03. The Yamaha MT-03 looks like the perfect starter naked bike, compact, modern, and aggressive. It promises style, nimble handling, and enough punch to feel thrilling without being intimidating. That's the story the marketing tells, and why so many beginners get hyped. But the reality on the street tells a different tale. Despite its manageable 321 cubic centimeter engine, the MT-03's throttle is surprisingly snappy. For a new rider, every slight twist sends the bike lunging forward, demanding respect and precise control. The slightly forward-leaning geometry looks sporty, but it puts consistent pressure on your wrists and shoulders, and after only a few miles in stop-and-go traffic, fatigue sets in. Minimal wind protection leaves your chest and arms constantly fighting the elements, and every long corner or quick lane change tests your endurance more than your skill. In short, the MT-03 feels like a friendly teacher, until the homework kicks in. Here's a smarter choice for beginners, the KTM Duke 390. From the moment you swing a leg over it, the Duke feels surprisingly light and controllable. Its 373 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine delivers smooth, linear power that responds predictably to throttle input. No sudden surprises, no punishing lurches. The upright riding position keeps wrists and shoulders relaxed, allowing longer rides without tension building up. Low-speed maneuvers, stop-and-go traffic, and tight turns suddenly become confidence-building exercises instead of stressful trials. The bike's slim chassis allows riders to feel connected to every corner and curve, teaching real-world skills without overwhelming them. Safety features like ABS and a slipper clutch provide an added layer of security, ensuring that mistakes are minor learning moments rather than catastrophic errors. Weekend canyon rides, city commutes, and even beginner-friendly track days feel manageable, thrilling, and, most importantly, safe. The Duke 390 transforms the learning curve from intimidating to exciting, giving new riders both confidence and control on every mile. And finally, the bike that looks beginner-friendly but delivers a serious learning curve. Number 1. Suzuki SV650. Suzuki SV650, often hailed as the golden child for beginner riders. It's smooth, reliable, and versatile enough to do almost anything: daily commuting, spirited weekend rides, and even beginner track sessions. Every riding forum, every YouTube recommendation seems to shout, "This is the perfect first bike." And that's exactly why it's overhyped. For true beginners, the SV650 can be deceptively challenging. Its mid-range V-twin torque is exhilarating when you've got control. But when you're still learning clutch modulation and throttle feel, it can catch you off guard. Add to that the bike's weight and upright but slightly forward ergonomics, and suddenly slow-speed maneuvers, tight U-turns, and stop-and-go traffic feel less like practice and more like a confidence test. Even a simple city stoplight can become a mini-struggle if your balance isn't second nature yet. For a safer, smarter entry into motorcycling, the Kawasaki Z400 and Honda CB500F stand out as far more beginner-friendly choices. The Z400's 399 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine delivers a smooth, linear power band that rewards careful throttle use, teaching new riders control without the surprise bursts of torque that can overwhelm you on an SV650. Its light frame and low weight make handling tight corners, stop-and-go traffic, and city parking far less intimidating, allowing riders to build confidence mile by mile. The Honda CB500F, on the other hand, pairs slightly more displacement with exceptionally forgiving ergonomics. Upright seating keeps wrists and shoulders relaxed, reducing fatigue over longer rides, while the chassis feels stable and predictable whether you're carving twisty backroads or navigating urban streets. Both bikes feature modern braking systems, responsive yet manageable handling, and comfortable ergonomics that let beginners focus on learning proper technique instead of struggling with balance or weight. Whether it's mastering slow-speed maneuvers, leaning through corners, or just feeling secure while stopped at a light, the Z400 and CB500F provide a confidence-building platform. These bikes allow new riders to gradually grow into their skills while still delivering enough performance to enjoy spirited rides, all without the intimidation factor that comes with an SV650. Choosing the right bike is only part of the equation. Even the best beginner-friendly machines need to be complemented with smart riding habits and preparation. Let's dive into the lessons and tips every new rider should know before hitting the road. When it comes to picking your first motorcycle, it's easy to get caught up in style, hype, or what looks cool on Instagram. But make no mistake, a flashy bike won't make you a better rider, and the wrong choice can actually slow your learning or even put you at risk. Here's what to focus on instead. First, predictable, manageable power delivery. You want a bike that reacts smoothly to your throttle inputs. No sudden bursts of acceleration or torque spikes that can catch you off guard. This lets you focus on learning proper braking, cornering, and balance without constantly fighting the engine. Next, comfortable ergonomics with a confident seating position. Your posture should feel natural, upright or slightly forward-leaning, but never cramped or overextended. Being able to plant your feet firmly at stops, reach the handlebars without strain, and sit comfortably for longer practice sessions builds confidence and reduces fatigue. Then, consider light enough weight to handle stops, turns, and parking with ease. New riders shouldn't feel like they're wrestling a tank every time they slow down or navigate tight spaces. A lighter bike gives you the freedom to experiment with leaning, slow-speed maneuvers, and emergency corrections without panic. Also, reliability and low maintenance are crucial. You want a machine that lets you ride, not one that keeps you in the garage worrying about mechanical issues. Easy-to-service bikes with minimal quirks let you focus on skill building and enjoying the ride. Ultimately, the right first bike isn't about being the flashiest, fastest, or most talked about on forums. It's about setting yourself up for success, confidence, and years of riding enjoyment. Choosing wisely now means you'll spend more time learning, having fun, and exploring the road, instead of getting frustrated, overwhelmed, or sidelined early. Some bikes look perfect on paper. Some are praised by every review, but the truth is, not every beginner bike is beginner-friendly. Choosing the right bike will shape your riding journey, your confidence, and how much fun you have on the road. Hey, which overhyped bike do you own or wish you had avoided? Drop it in the comments. Like if you've ever struggled with your first bike, and subscribe to Iron Spirit for more unfiltered truths about the machines we love. Here, it's not just about riding. It's about learning, surviving, and thriving on two wheels. This is Iron Spirit. See you in the next one.